at the moment, because we're on the cusp, we've got this battle at that level, and it manifests down into the human experience as the Illuminati families, representatives of this reptilian control system, and those who are representative of the epoch energetic change. That is, if you like, I don't want to battle with anyone. I don't want to fight anyone. What you fight, you become. But using the terms that you are and the themes that you're using, that battle here is manifesting as a battle here, but the energetic change will eventually wash away that which are manifestations of the old energetic blueprint. And that's why our kids and grandkids are not going to live in a fascist global state. Although for a few years it is going to look like that, because we're at the cusp, and the control system is going to be kicking and spitting and trying to impose itself for the next few years. But sorry guys, have a cup of tea, forget it. Open your bloody minds, stop trying to control, because nothing to worry about, because you're infinite consciousness anyway, and just get on the airbed and flow with a bloody new energy. Stop fighting, don't be silly, you know. I don't fear these entities. I feel for them. I mean, imagine waking up in the morning and realizing that they're still them. Terrified of everything, terrified of their food source, terrified of their resource source, all dependent on humans staying asleep. And we ain't staying asleep. Vast numbers aren't anyway, and so they're going to wake up even more fearful with every passing week that their food source and their control system and their means is more and more under threat from an awakening humanity. I mean, rather you than me, guys, you know. Come and join us. Let's have a beer. Stop being so silly. That's what I say.
I understand what you're saying.
As people awaken and expand their consciousness, and we go into this epoch, this expanded epoch, this higher vibrational epoch, then humanity is going to be moving into vibrational states. More and more people are, where these vampires of the old epoch, they cannot make the connection anymore, and they lose their power source. There's an incredible change in the global, indeed the reality, energy dynamic from this to this, and it's going to transform the reality that we now perceive into something extraordinary, incredible, amazing, for our children and grandchildren to spend most of their lives enjoying.
There is, on this earth right now, dark forces that are from somewhere else, and there are good forces here from somewhere else, and that they are playing out some kind of a war, as we've been discussing, some kind of a control factor is being at war with some kind of a good force that's trying to save mankind during this transition.
And you're from somewhere else as well. You gave us 2 hours of video to testimony.
Well, yeah, I just said that. Yeah, I just said that.
And I think we're all probably from somewhere else. Most of the people watching this video are probably from somewhere else. The pawns in the world are the people who you have sometimes made reference to who don't have a clue about what's going on. But there are many who are realizing actually that they too are also from somewhere else, metaphorically or literally, and they're the cavalry that we've been waiting for. We're all here. The cavalry are already here. We just got to wake up.
See, I think the big picture is that we're all from everywhere. You've got this infinite consciousness, the infinite all that is, has been, and ever will be, ever can be, all possibility, the silent all, everything and nothing, everywhere and nowhere, all possibility. That's the core of all of us. And as we experience these different cosmic games, we perceive that in increasing senses of limitation compared with the core of our being, all possibility, what I call infinite love, we perceive ourselves to be from here or from there or from wherever. What planet do you come from? When actually we're everything that is, has been, and ever will be. And that applies to the forces that people call evil. It applies to forces that people call good. The difference between those two is merely their point of observation of reality at the point they're observing. And it's like, I don't quote the Bible very much, I'm famous for it, but the prodigal son. The son goes out, causes, this, and he's supposed to be a bad son, and the good son that doesn't leave the father is the good son. But then the prodigal son comes back, and the father welcomes him with the same love, affection, as he has for the son that stayed with him, symbolically didn't go out into the dark world, the dark level. And that's what we're playing. We're playing this cosmic game, which through the lenses of physical bodies, or what we perceive as physical bodies, it affects fundamentally our point of observation. And a reptilian in terrible fear of not surviving, and therefore I have to control everything because I feel I'm surviving and all that stuff, is a point of observation. A very desperately limited, dense, rather pathetic, and more than that, sad point of observation of self in the world. But in the end, all will be gathered in. All will be gathered in. And that which is currently considered evil, and that which is currently considered good and enlightenment, eventually will remember that it is simply all possibility having an experience. And the more you expand your consciousness and awareness to understand that that is what we are, the more your point of observation goes from the size of a pea, I am Ethel Jones, I am a reptilian and I need to manipulate people, to I am all that is having an experience. And I can have this experience, but I know what is having the experience. I've not fallen for the illusion that I am the experience. These reptilian entities think that they are their experience. That's why they're so limited and rather pathetic. They have manipulated humanity to believe they are their experience. What is happening as this epoch change goes on is more and more people are remembering that they're not their experience, that they are having an experience, but what they are is something different. And as that shift takes place, as a massive energetic shift takes place, and the ability of that level of awareness, the controlling system up to this point, to go on controlling, House of Cards is over. It's gone. It's gone. Can't do it anymore. And that's what we're experiencing.
Well, I'm totally
fantastic time to be alive, by the way.
I'm totally convinced that we're on the same page. We're seeing the same thing.
I couldn't agree more.
So final words, Jordan, because this is evening here, as those of you watching this video can see from the dark descending on the world outside of the window here, metaphorically only. And we've got dinner on the table, which we have to stop and eat in a moment.
Not a bad idea.
And a week or so ago, Jordan, we talked about the 19-year-olds, the guys and girls who are your age when you had that remarkable experience with your girlfriend's father. And they're waking up in hundreds of thousands all over the world, watching this video and many others like it, wanting to know what's going on, not being told the truth by their parents, teachers, or the government. What are your words of encouragement for them? You can have the last word here. Take it away.
All right. You asked me for my subjective opinion, and I'll give you that. What I would suggest all people hearing my voice and watching this should do is to quietly find a place where you're by yourself and quietly ask the Spirit, talk audibly to the Great Spirit that men have called God. I don't care what you call it, but the Divine One, the presence of God. I believe that there is a very powerful presence watching and protecting us. And so I would suggest talking to that Great Spirit and ask again to protect you, to guide you, and to have you meet whoever you're supposed to, and to fulfill your destiny if it has one for you. So that's what I would suggest to all young people start at that point. Just talk to God, so to speak. Talk to the Spirit and ask the Spirit to protect you, to guide you, to show you what you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to learn.
Once people do that, the adventure starts.
Bet on it. Bet on it.
The adventure starts. That's when life becomes the adventure, when you get to that level and you flow with it, like Jordan said. And life is no longer a drudge. It's a joy, and it's an adventure that just becomes a joy to experience.
You're exactly right.
It's the real self, not the one that we've been manipulated to believe in, the false identity.
Right.
And that's the difference. False identity, epoch past. Real self, epoch unfolding. Great time to be alive, honestly. Great time to be alive. Let's go for it. Well done, mate. Cheers.
Thank you. What a pleasure.
Nice to talk to you.
What a pleasure.
Or talk with you.
Yep. What a pleasure. Happy to be with you, David.
5 stars, gentlemen. Well done.
High fives, definitely. Doubles all round.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That was good.
Okay, Jordan, you've got to say something profound here.
Goodbye and good luck. And bless you, my son. That's about as profound as it's going to get tonight.